Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? Today is Monday, which is a really shitty day, but because of the Storytime Monday, it's slightly enhanced to a little bit of a better day, so welcome to the commentary. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for your support and care. You guys all knew I was sick, and you guys constantly asked me if I was okay, how was I feeling, how was I doing, and I really appreciate that, but it's really awesome to see how many people care, and that you guys all show your support in multiple ways, not only viewing my videos, but also caring for me as a person. So thank you all for that, whether it was through Twitter, Facebook, my RuneScape friends chat, whatever it was. Thank you very much for just showing that you cared, and that you cared that I was feeling better or not. So thank you very much. I am feeling much better right now for anyone who cares. I was very sick Friday, actually. That was the worst day that I was sick. I had a really bad headache. My head felt like it was 1,000 pounds. I had a sore throat. I couldn't breathe. It was really miserable. I really felt like shit. I truly felt like shit. And now I feel much better. I'd say I feel about 90% better. Probably 1 or 2 more days before I feel 100%. But I'm feeling perfect. I'm in a good spirit, good mood to make a commentary. And I'm very happy I'm bringing this to you today because I wouldn't want to jip you out of a Monday story time because I know you guys love it. So anyways, before I get into the story time, I have this little segment where I tell you what I'm doing in the game, and because of this guy who says, Lee, please stop talking in the beginning because no one cares about your shit, and it takes me 3 minutes to skip through the video to listen to the story time. So I'm really sorry to this guy. I'll keep it very brief, just for you. Right now I'm killing Abbey Demons for Slayer. That's it. That's the end of that. Right now that's what I'm doing in this video. That's all I'm doing, a Slayer task. There you go. But before I get into the story time, I have a quick question. Now the question is, on the titles of my videos on Monday and Friday, which is my story times and my fun stuff Fridays, I have the word commentary at the top. And I write that for new people on my channel who don't really know what the video is. I don't know if they'll be confused if I took off the commentary word, because then it would just say story time dash whatever topic it is, or fun stuff Friday dash whatever topic it is. And I don't know if I should remove the commentary or not. I kind of want to shorten the title, but it's mainly there for the newer people who don't know my videos, because then they know it's a commentary and they're like, oh, I don't want to watch this really. But I think also it stops people from viewing the video because they're like, oh, I don't want to listen to this kid talk. So I don't know if I want to keep the word commentary or not, so put in the comments below if I should keep it or not and why. That'll help me out a lot, so thank you very much, guys. Anyways, let's get into the story. This story a lot of people can relate to, and it's not really a funny story or anything like that. It's more of a serious story. It's more of a realization. It's for those people who have an older brother, an older sister, a dad, a mom, any figure they look up to that's accomplished a lot, and you pretty much have to live in their shadow. Not really live in their shadow, but you have to live up to expectations. And you guys know what I mean when I say that. You guys probably have that one person that, you know, your mom always compares to, like, oh, by this person's age, they already did this, and right now you're playing RuneScape or watching videos about a guy who's telling you about playing RuneScape. Anyways, I'm sure you guys have that one person that you kind of live in the shadows of. And I came to the realization, I am 19 years old right now. I'm turning 20 in October. And I go to college full-time. I'm a full-time student. I don't work. I don't have a job at the moment. I make videos on YouTube, and I get a little bit of pay for it. Not much, but it's just a little side money that I can spend on clothes or gifts for other people. It's really nothing big. Like I said, I do this for fun. I would do this if I was getting paid or not. I don't care about the money. It's just a little extra something, and it's nice to have that on the side. But that's what I do. I don't work. I choose not to work. I don't have to because my family is well off, and I'm very blessed to be in that situation. But I don't have a full-time job yet. I have a lot of time to make money, have a full-time salary, get a real job, and I'll be doing that after college. Right now I just have to focus on being a good student, getting good grades, and getting my degree. But personally, I really, really dislike college. I know a lot of you guys hate school. I've been in your shoes for high school. Most of you are probably in middle school, high school, whoever is watching this video. So you guys know what I'm talking about. High school's terrible. It's just you learn a bunch of stuff you don't care about, and then you sleep for half the time, and you turn in your homework every now and then, and you get patted on the back, and you graduate with a degree. College is more serious, obviously, but it's still just me learning about stuff I really don't want to learn about because there's so many core classes, there's so many requirements, and I just feel like it's a waste of my money. And I'm really going for a piece of paper. That's what I'm going for. If you guys don't know, you get a degree from college, and you basically graduate with a degree that says I'm good at listening, I can follow instructions, I do my homework, and I come to class. That's pretty much what your degree tells you, and basically that's what you use to get a job. You say, I have a degree from this place, and I can do this stuff good. So I'll be graduating next year with a film and television degree from my college, and hopefully we'll be getting a job in the film industry. Now, what's crazy about that is, like I said, I'm going to college for a piece of paper, and in the film industry, they don't really care about that piece of paper. I mean, obviously, if you graduate from a good film school or whatever, they're like, oh, okay, you were taught by this professor and this professor, just like any other kind of job set. But they really care about your reels. They care about your work, what you've done, your knowledge with systems, your ability to hand in stuff on time. That's what they really care about in the film industry. That's what they look at. Your editing ability, your concept, your visuals, basically what you see in your mind. And I've had that mindset of seeing, like when I hear a song, that's how I pick out RSMVs. I hear a song and I start seeing RSMV scenes in my head. And then I immediately branch off of that and I just do the rest of it. That's all I do. And I have that mindset. And ever since I was 12 or 13, when I started making RSMVs, I've had that mindset. And it's terrible because I've went on dates before with girls, and we went to the movies. I know I saw Transformers 3 with a girl in the movies, and I was like, oh, that was a really shitty transition, or that was a really cool special effect. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. That's a fade into whatever, blah, blah, blah. And the girl I was with is like, Lee, just shut up. I don't care about the transition. And she was nice as hell. She was like, she's like, oh, okay, that's nice. But then, like, after I said it a while, and I'm just talking about film because I have this mindset, they're like, just Lee, shut up. I really don't care. I don't mean to be mean, but I just don't care. Please stop talking about film. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just go on. I go on tangents. And any filmmaker or people who care about films or love movies, they know what I'm talking about at that point right there, because it happens. It really does. You slip your mind. You forget who you're talking to. You forget you're on a date, and you're zoned in on the movie. So it happens a lot, and that's the kind of mindset I have. And that's what they kind of look for in the film industry. Your reels or your film or your movies or your mindset or your, work. Basically, that's all they care about. They don't care about a degree. So I really hate the time I'm spending. I mean, I'm minoring in business too as well, so I have accounting and economics too and all these other classes, and it just sucks because I'm going to school learning things that I really don't care or won't use. And even for film, I'm learning stuff that I already know. I mean, there's some stuff I don't know. I don't know much about the writing stuff, such as screenwriting, narrative, and all these other things. I don't know how to write a script properly. I can admit that. I don't know that stuff. I taught myself how to make videos online with YouTube. Nowadays, in this generation, you really don't have to write scripts. You don't have to do all these things. You could just make a video on YouTube and get whatever amount of hits. That's how the world is now. And I don't know all these things because I taught myself how to edit. I taught myself how to do everything film-related. Video, edit, upload, render, whatever. I taught everything on my own. I've seen some tutorial videos every now and then. I've had some people help me out along the way. But for the most part, I taught myself how to do everything. And I don't know most of the writing stuff, like I said. I know how to edit, and I'm in a class right now called Intro to Final Cut Pro, which I don't want to learn because I've used Sony Vegas for 7 years, and I already know that system like it's the back of my hand. And I don't want to learn another system that I'm never going to use, and I know that Final Cut Pro is mainly used in the industry now, as well as Avid, and I know that's probably what I'd be working on if I got into the industry, but I'd rather work on Vegas. It's the same thing as Final Cut Pro. It's a non-linear editing system, and I can do the same work or even better work as someone on Final Cut Pro on my Sony Vegas. So that's something I'd rather do, is learn Sony Vegas and learn more about that, or learn special effects and take those kind of classes, and not those kind of intro to this and intro to that, because I already know this stuff. Even if I taught it to myself, it's just I'm learning the same stuff over and over again. It's a waste of my time. But anyways, I really dislike that, and I'm not saying I'm at a point right now in my life where I really want to be in a higher point in film. I mean, I'm only 19, turning 20 this year. I've got a lot of life to live. I've got a lot of time to get a full-time job or make it in the industry, so to speak. But at this age, during this time, my dad already had a full-time job. And it's kind of like me thinking to myself, do I really have to make it? Like, do I have to make it? How well do I have to make it? Do I have to get a full-time job right out of college? And it's just really confusing because my dad took 2 years of college and he had 3 patents for bowling products. One of them being bowler's tape, which if your thumb is a little less swollen and you can't fit into your thumb hole, you put a piece of this bowler's tape in, you put it right in, and you can put your thumb in and it will fit, and it will be better than how it felt before. Obviously it won't be too big. You put it in and adjust your thumb hole. And he made that when he was 16 or 17, and then 2 years of college later, he was asked by the bowling company that had interest in his product, and he sold it to them, and then he's worked for them ever since, and he's had a full-time job with a real salary, a really good salary for that part, and he's really well off like that, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been in this business for bowling and for business for the past 20-something years, so he knows exactly what he's doing. And it's crazy because at this point in time, he had a full-time job, and at this point in time, I don't. I'm making videos online, I'm still in college, I'm learning stuff, but it's the fact of like how you kind of climb out of that way, and I really hope to make it big someday. Now, I don't want to make it big for the reasons that everyone, so to speak, assumes, like to get famous or to get rich. I don't care about that. I want to have a spoken voice, and that's what I have on this YouTube channel, and that's what I love about it. I just love that I can upload a video to YouTube, and I can speak my mind, and I can inspire you guys to do things, motivate you guys to do things, or tell you a unique story, even through any of my videos, RSMVs, I can tell you a story. I told you a story through cinema, and I can tell you a story through rap battles, through characters. I can teach you things through different forms of video. And it's such an awesome feeling knowing that I can upload things and you'll all enjoy it. I mean, it's a wide range. I have 33,000 subscribers, and from about 1K viewers per video to about 100K viewers per video. And it varies a lot, depends what kind of video it is and how entertaining it is, but I only put out content if it's really good. Now, I love that kind of input, but I don't know how far I can go with it. Like, there's some people right now, like Ray William Johnson, like White Boy, and they all make videos for whatever they want to do. They have their own little series, and they're huge on YouTube. They make so much money. Epic Mealtime, all these other people, they make a lot of money off YouTube. Now, I'm not sure if a gaming channel such as RuneScape, that's been revived one time already, can go any further than what I am at right now. Now, I have so many good ideas, I can do so many things, but you can only extend your viewers so much, especially there's so many people that play this game, and a lot of them are already following. That's what's pretty crazy. It's hard to expand in this kind of field. And it's crazy because, like I said, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do in the film industry. I would love to make music videos. I'd love to rap my own music and make music videos for my own stuff and be my own director and producer and whatever and make it big like that. I would love to do that. I would love to make music videos for people in the industry already, such as, Eminem or other rappers or bands even. I don't care what kind of music I'd be making music videos for, as long as it's music videos. I'd love to edit for that. I'd love to make small films. I'd love to do a community channel on YouTube where I have a bunch of people and, make real life videos where we just make comedy skits. I mean, whatever. I'd love to do anything in the field. But, like I said, I have this expectation kind of to live up to, and it's kind of hard to live up to that kind of expectation where my dad's making $200K a year, and he's doing what he loves to do, and he's perfect and knows everything about his field, and it's just such a big icon to live up to. I want to reach where he's reaching right now. I want to be where he's at. I want to be able to provide for my family in the future, of course, and I want to be able to just live comfortably and be happy and give everything that I got to myself, pretty much. So that's what I want to do. I really want to make it big, but for the reason to care for others and to support others like my family and stuff. And I want to be able to have a job that I love to do something in, and that I know what I'm doing and I'm well respected in. So hopefully just by starting this YouTube channel back when I was 12 was one big step in the right direction for myself, because hopefully I'll get my name out there. I know you guys all know that I'm a good person and that I can edit well, I can make videos, I have good concepts, I know what I'm doing. And it's such a relief that you guys know that, and it's great that after so long, 7 years of making videos, 6 years of making videos, that I've proved myself that I can do these kind of things, and that you guys expect only the best from me. And I really appreciate that, because you guys push me all the time to make better and better content. Whether it's a commentary that's better, whether it's a rap battle that's better, constantly my stuff gets better. And even when I started RSMVs, they were shitty, and then they got better and better and better and better as time went on. Now, basically the point of this is, if you are in the shadows or you're trying to live up to someone's expectations, don't. That's my biggest advice to you. Don't live up to someone's expectations. If your mom's like, oh, well, your brother was at this point at his time of life and he's already making this amount of money and you're here sitting on the computer playing games or whatever, if you know what you want to do and if you set a goal for yourself, then don't let anyone tell you that you haven't met their expectations, because the only expectations you should worry about is your own expectations. What you know you can do, where you know you want to land, what you know you want to do. So basically, don't let anyone tell you that you're not living up to their expectations or you're disappointing them. Even if you're a 40-year-old that's living in the basement, just make sure you have a plan on what you want to do. Make sure you know that you want to do whatever in this amount of time. Make sure you know that you love to do something. Say if it's video making, just so to speak. Start making videos on YouTube, start learning programs, start doing what you want to do, and then eventually you'll make it in time. Don't compare yourself to someone else's time frame, because it's only going to be more stressful on you and more aggravating on you when you don't reach those deadlines. I know people set oh, I want to get married before I'm 30 and stuff like that, and that's an expectation you could set for yourself, but don't set anything that's compared to someone else. Don't compare yourself to, oh, well, he made it by the age of 18 and I'm 20, I'm not going to make it. Don't think like that, because then you're really not going to make it. Always keep a positive outlook. And basically, just think for the best. Think that you want to be at this location and then go to that location in time. Don't worry about how long it takes. It's always about the journey. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you have someone that is at a certain point and you have a standard held up high, break that standard, but in your own time. Don't think because someone's a certain age, you have to be at that spot too. because some people get lucky, some people have better opportunities than others, but in the long run, you will make it and you will do fine. And that's something I told myself recently. And some advice that I'm giving you guys that I even learned myself recently. I'm just constantly learning too. You guys may think I know a lot about life, and I'm only 19, 20 in October, like I said, I think 3 times in this video, so I'm sorry for repeating myself so much. But I'm still young and I'm still learning throughout life. I make stupid mistakes just like anyone else, and I'm just a normal human being just like all of you guys. And it's crazy because, you know, I know a lot about life already because just through my life I've learned so much just through all of the experiences I've went through and what I've done in life. And I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to share with you guys what I'm learning. And this is something I learned recently, is don't compare yourself to anyone, or don't stress yourself out with the kind of feeling of like, oh, I'm not going to make it, or I'm not going to do some great things in my life, or oh, I have to live up to this person's expectations or do what they did in this amount of time. Don't worry about that. Just take a load off of yourself. Focus on what you want to do and get there in due time. You'll get there eventually. Go through college, go through high school, get your degrees, get your knowledge up, learn your specific set of skills, and just go into your field whenever you're ready. But just remember, if for your actual major, for what you want to do as a career, give it time. Don't compare yourself to anyone, and just relax, and you'll get there eventually, because you will be positive, you will stay positive, you will work hard, and you'll get to that point. And obviously you can't get to any point, or any point of your career, I should say, without working hard, or without putting in a lot of effort and time. So obviously always work hard, always stay positive, and don't let anyone tell you that you haven't met their expectations, because set your own expectations. Reach your own expectations in the amount of time you want to reach them. Don't let anyone else say, oh, you should be at this point of expectations. And my parents don't do that, which is great. They support exactly what I'm doing, and they're very loving and supportive of my whole idea of what I want to do, and basically what I do right now, which is make YouTube videos. So it's such a blessing to have that kind of aura around me that everyone's loving and supporting, and because of that, I'm gonna make it, and I know I will. It'll take a certain amount of time. I don't know how long. I don't know after college, how long after college, when, but I know eventually if I keep working hard, if I keep thinking of good ideas, and if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna make it someday. And thanks to the help of you guys, I've already made it in my eyes. I've got 33,000 subscribers on YouTube, and all of you guys care about me personally. I talk to you guys all the time on Twitter, Facebook, all this other stuff, and you guys are an awesome group of people. So thank you so much for supporting me on this long journey that I've been through on YouTube, and thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you guys stick with me through my whole ride of life. It'll be interesting to see when I'm 30 and looking back at this time saying, oh wow, I knew you when you were 19, or I knew you when you were 12, I knew your videos back then, and now I see you like this, and it's amazing. I'm happy I followed your whole life. And I'm not saying stalk me in real life, because that's really weird, but you know, follow my progress on YouTube and follow my progress on Twitter and Facebook and such. So anyways, that's all, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. It wasn't a funny one, but it's got a nice life lesson behind it, especially one that I learned personally. So take it easy, guys. I hope you guys have a great Monday. Whether you're doing your homework, I know I've got homework due tomorrow that I've got to get on right now, so I got to stop talking, and this is probably the longest story time to date, so I'm really sorry for that. But anyways, that's all for this one, guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later, everyone.